गिरेगा तो नहीं। साइड में साथ में मिलाओ इसको, पीछे कर दो पीछे। ठीक है, ये थोड़ा ठीक करो। चलो फ्रेंड, ठीक है ठीक है, चलो। जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव, whose name is Jai Gurudev, name of Prabhu, name of God, whose name is Jai Gurudev of God. Jai Gurudev. मन तो भजो गुरु का नाम, मन तो भजो गुरु का नाम, दया में हर से नर तन पाया, दया में हर से नर तन पाया, मत करना अभिमान, मन तो भजो गुरु का नाम, मन तो भजो गुरु का नाम। जय गुरुदेव। मोस्ट रिस्पेक्टेबल बाबा जय गुरुदेव जी महाराज के चरण कमलों में कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। The master of the time, a saint of Ujjain, बाबा उमाकांत जी महाराज के चरण कमलों में कोटि कोटि प्रणाम। Dear brothers and sisters and children, today we have got this chance to attend to Satsang. This is a very lucky chance for us, because in the life such moments, they are rare. Therefore, we must be very sure that this opportunity that we are getting is that we are most lucky people. We in the world are living just like a boy, a small boy. He goes to the fair. He is moving in the fair with the father, and he is looking at so many shops, at so many things. He wants to take one other, then some other, then some other. He asks his father to give me this. He says, he goes to other shop and he says, you please give me this. He is so much observed there that he doesn't care to keep the finger of his father with whom he has gone in the fair. So what happens? This boy, he leaves the father and he goes in the fair alone. After some time, when he remembers that where is my father, he sees that no one is there. Same way, we all have forgotten our real father, and we are in the world of illusion, in this world that we are not knowing who is our real God, who is our real Almighty, and therefore people here are suffering. In olden age, the people who were living here, they were all pure, they were all powerful. In fact, we are not the permanent resident of this earth. This earth, on this earth, we have got time, counted years. It may be 50 years, it may be 60 years, it may be 100 years, or less than that. After that, we have to leave this world. That means we have to die. Everyone who is born on this land, he has to die. That is the reason, that is the proof that this land, this home, is not our permanent home. Then the question rises, where is our permanent home? Our permanent home is with Almighty. Who is Almighty? Almighty is the Supreme Soul whose we all are part. We all are souls. See, I am talking, the voice is coming out. That is from the soul, because soul is there in the body, so my voice is coming out. If the soul is not there, then the body is dead. We cannot move, we cannot talk, we cannot eat. So that is the soul. And this soul is the part and parcel of Almighty, the Supreme Soul. Now, the Supreme Soul, how we are separated from the Supreme Soul, this is uncounted eras before, that we all were separated from Almighty. In fact, Almighty Himself has sent us on this earth. And by which power? That power of Almighty, that was a sound. With the help of sound, we came on that sound. With that sound, we came on this earth. And we all were connected to that sound, to that power, whom in our Vedas we say in Hindi, in Akashvani, and in English, in Bible, they say word, or logas in their local language. And in Arabic language, Muslim languages, they called it a kun. That is a kun. Kun means voice. And there is this, our Sikhs. There is a Sikh religion and they call it a Nam. Nam means voice. So these are different names of that power, of that voice, of that sound of Almighty, by which we all have come on this earth. In the olden time, when we all were able to go to Almighty, because we did not have any hindrance, any obstacle. Therefore, we all were able to fly from here to Almighty, and all the people who lived here, they were able to leave their body and go to Almighty, because nobody wants to live away from the mother. No child wants to live away from the father or mother. In the same way, Almighty is there. The souls, they came, they were separated. It is far from here. They did not like to live here. So what they did, they removed their soul from the body and they traveled to their actual father, because they were able to do that. That time there was no obstacle, there was no hindrance. So they were able to go. Please don't. They all were able to go back. This was the time, this was known as Satyuga. You all may be knowing or may not be knowing, but Satyuga, there are 4 yugas. Satyuga, second is Treta, third is Dwapar, and fourth is Kali Yuga. So at that time, we all were free to go back to Almighty, and that time our age, it was 1 lakh years. 1 lakh years. That time people, they lived here for 1 lakh year, and after passing that time, 1 lakh years, they all went back to their real father, that is Almighty, and they never came back. Till now, nobody has come back there, because they all have gone back there, and nobody wants to come, because this is a dirty place. This is not a clean. That is very, very clean. There is no dirt there. So what happens now, when we have come in this world, now we all are living in the world that is ruled by God. This world is ruled by God. Rather you can say law is enacted, law is forced on us, that is by God. As all the souls, they all started going back to Almighty, therefore God thought that they all will go back, and I will be alone. Earlier also he was alone. You may know, you should know this one. God is the Son of Almighty. God is the soul of Almighty, God is a part and parcel of Almighty. As we are the Son of Almighty, we are the part and parcel of Almighty. We are the soul, one soul of Almighty. We are here as a subject. We are public here. And God is the king. King. He is a ruler. So what rule he has got, what kingdom he has got is the Triloky. Triloky means three countries. This world is there in which we are living. Then there is another world that is beyond this sky. That is known as heaven. Okay? Then heaven and Vaikunt. Then above that land is the universe. That is universe where God lives. Where God lives in the universe, that is that. From there he has got all the powers to control all the lands. That power is controlling the whole universe. All of us are controlled by him. He has got his partner, that is Maya. We say illusion, Maya. And Maya has arranged everything here. These all things, these trees are there, these animals are there, insects are there, and men, women are there. They are all produced by the product of Maya. Okay? So we all know when this thing was felt that they all are going back, and God thought that I will be alone here. So therefore he has planned how to keep us here only. How we can be kept here, because this soul, it doesn't be kept, it cannot be obstructed if it is pure. As soon as the child takes birth, at the same time those people, they were able to take their soul out and go back to the real father. So that nobody could stop. They all have gone. So therefore, they all planned what should be done. After so much of thoughts, so much time, ages have passed, then this was thought, this law of karmas, law of deeds, that should be enacted. And this law of deed, our God, he was not able to enact that. He was not able to plan that. So he has asked for the help from the other gods who are much powerful and having a very vast kingdom or the creations than God. So he requested them. There are many, not only one, there are many are there. 16 are there. So he requested them, please help me to enact this rule. So how? Please help us. So from there they helped to make this rule, and this rule was enacted. This was, what was the era at that time? It was Satyuga. Satyuga. So before that time there was no hindrance, there was no deed, there was no dirt. All were clean. Our soul in this body. Now people don't know where the soul is rested or where the soul is stationed. But the saints, they told us, they invented the soul and they told that this soul is living in our forehead, these two eyes, in between these two eyes, this place is there, okay, just above the nose, here the soul is stationed. And from this, the whole body is, its light is circulated, and due to that, our body is moving, our body is working. If the soul is not there, our body cannot work. So they enacted that rule of karmas, the laws of karmas, and from that time, the effect of that, it came on our soul. Whatever it was proclaimed that you all are being given the freedom, whatever you want to do, you can do. But the effect or the result is not in your hand, and the result I will do the justice for that. I will do the justice. Who said? God said. You are free to do the deed, you are free to act whatever way, whether it is a good, whether it is a bad, you are free to do. But the result, that will be given by me. I will make the arrangement. There you cannot say that no, this can't be done. That will be done by God. So people in the beginning, they were very, very pure. They never did anything wrong. But by mistake, if someone unknowingly happened to do some mistake, like when we are going in a cross where the cars are going, so if there is no red light, so we are free to go. As slowly we can see the cross and we can pass if nobody is coming. But people had the habit of going like that. But if the red light is put there, and then on the red light, when it is red light and we happen to cross that light, then we are blamed. You see that, okay, you didn't know that this red light is stationed here, so you pass, then nobody is there on the cross, and we will pass that. So, likewise, they passed that, and this was written that this man has done something wrong according to the law. This is against the law. So, like this, it started happening, and the effect came on our soul. Slowly, the time passed. Again, the era changed. From Satyuga, it came to Treta. Treta is known as Treta. So in Treta, there was more dirt. The souls, they became little bit dirty. Treta also passed. Then came the era changed. Then came Dwapar. Okay. So in Dwapar, the age of the man was 1,000 years, and in Treta it was 10,000 years. When Dwapar came, then the people, they did some more mistakes. And the effect of all this, it came on the soul. Good also and bad also. So, this thing kept on going and the era passed. Now, when this Dwapar ended, then came Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is the dirtiest era of all the four. So people, they started doing of their own. They did not follow the rules. So it became more dirty. Earlier, we were able to see God. We were earlier able to see the semi-gods and the semi-goddesses. We were able to go there. We were able to talk to them and come back in our body. That we had that ability. But in Kali Yuga, when all this dirt has come on our soul, it all stopped. And our soul, which was able to see God, which was able to hear God, it all stopped. And we all became blind. Blind of soul. Soul has got the eye, one eye, that is known as the third eye. Third eye. We say this Shiva has got third eye. The Shiva only doesn't have, we all have third eye. In Hindi we say Tisri Aankh, third eye. In Bible it is known as, also has shown third eye. If you open third eye, it will be, if you yourself be single, then you shall be full of light. So these things are told there. In other religions also, it is told. In Sikh religions, in Muslim religion, these all things are told. So that light, it has ended. And the voice of God, which we could hear, that also has stopped. So due to that, people became blind. Although we are able to see with our two eyes, but actual now the third eye we cannot do anything. So the people, they all started doing the wrong things. And at present, almost 95-98% people are doing the sins. All bad, nothing good. So what is the result of that? The people, when they are dying, they are going to the hell. They are just dumped in the hell. Here also in the world, they are suffering so many diseases, so many quarrels, so many other things. There are so many ways the nature can give you the punishment. Nature can trouble you. It can trouble by air, it can trouble by sun, it can trouble by water, it can trouble by the earthquake, everywhere. Everything, it can be done by the nature. Now, we all are not able to see. When we close our eyes at this time, we are not able to see anything. Now, what is happening? People, when they die, they are going to hell. At this time, hell is not here. Hell is very far. Where this heaven is there, by the side of that, there is a separate creation, that is hell. Its wall is 1,000 yojan height. Yojan means it is very, very high. Nobody can, the souls who are put there, they are beaten very badly, they are cut very badly, they are burnt very badly, they are put in the dirt also, in the horrible smell. Nobody can go there. So when they were put in the hell, they all cried, they screamed. When they screamed, their voice has gone up to 100 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers. Nobody was able to hear because there's nobody. So those people, when they cried, now this voice, it has gone to Almighty. And Almighty became, or because Almighty is the real Father, and He became very painful, very, very painful. Now, he said, I sent these souls, they are my sons, they are my daughters, whatever you call. So, and they are being troubled now. So, what should be done? Therefore, he himself appeared on the earth. He himself appeared on the earth as a man. When we all were sent from Almighty, that time we all requested, why you are sending us? Then Almighty said, I will be present there, my saints will be present on the earth always. Always. They were present in Satyuga, they were present in Treta, they were present in Dwapar, they were present in Kali Yuga also. But they were inapparent. They did not become apparent to the world. That means they were as a secret on this earth. They all saved the earth, okay, but they did not come in front of the public. When about 700 to 800 years back, when this thing, the souls, they became very, very painful. They were troubled so much, which is beyond the explanation. So, one of the saints, he requested Almighty that now we have to be apparent, otherwise there will be no end to their pain. So therefore, the saints mean the powers of Almighty, okay, they are sent from there to look after us all, to give us, to guide us, and take our soul back to Almighty. That is the job of the saints. So now the saints, they became apparent. They became, they were known to the public. They all came in front of the public. The first saint was Kabirji. Kabir, he was the first saint. Then after that, many saints came, like Guru Nanak, like Ravidas, like other saints were there, like this Radha Swami saints. Okay, now our Master, Supreme Master Baba Jai Gurudev, he also came in the same way. Now, what they did now? As we all are now ignorant, we all are blind, we are not knowing anything about God, how to go back to God, how we can liberate our soul. Being in the body, how we can liberate, we are not knowing. We are free here to act, but we are not free to liberate our soul. So, what they did, they came here and they said, okay, I will tell you the way how to liberate your soul while you are alive here. While you all are alive here, you are having that ability, that chance, that luck, that you are able to purify your soul and go back to Almighty before your death. As alive you are here, the birth that is given to you as a man or woman, as a boy or girl, the purpose of that is only to liberate our soul and go back to Almighty, where there is no death, there is no birth. Once we reach there, we are free of birth and death. Because here we are all put in the cycle of 84. This is known as 84 lakh. 84 cycle. God cannot control our soul, cannot restrict our soul, then how he restricted? By these karmas. And because the karmas are there, and that is like a shroud, that is like a cover that is put on our soul, and we are not able to see. Now we have to remove that soul. We have to remove that shroud, we have to remove that cover, and we are not able to do that. That is why we need a master. Earlier we did not require that, but now we require somebody who can help us to do this thing and go back. That is why Guru is required. Guru means who goes to Almighty every day and comes back. And he has the power to purify our soul. And he tells us how to meditate, how to worship. And then he tells us the secret of Almighty that we all go to him, and he tells us that this is the way you can meditate, you can worship, and you all will go back. We all have gone to him, to our master Baba Jai Gurudev. See, the whose picture is there. He is Baba Umakant Ji. Baba Umakant Ji. His name is Baba Umakant Ji. Okay, there is one small picture just above that. That is Baba Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, now the present he is alive, this is Baba Umakant Ji. Okay, the Baba Jai Gurudev, he is on the top, he has left the body and the means he has died. So, now they came, those saints, they came and they told us how to do that. Now this Baba Umakant Ji Maharaj, he is telling that how we can liberate our soul as we are alive here. So when we go that to him, he will tell you that power only he has got. He has to remove our shroud. He has to remove that dirt. He has to remove that blackishness from our soul. Then we are able to say that. When that shroud is removed from our soul, okay, then we'll be able to see that. For that we have to worship, we have to follow some rules, okay, because now we are bound by the rules here. That is the rules of law, rules of the world, rules enacted by God. So that also has to be followed. Now the saints, they are telling us that you do this thing. What they say? They say, okay, now this one, here is a world, then there are upper worlds. So many worlds are there. There those kings are there. Kings means they are also the sons of Almighty. There are 16 and they are also given the kingdoms. We all have to cross those kingdoms, as we have to cross the world of God, then higher to that, then higher to that, then higher to that, then higher to that, and at last then we have to go. But this body cannot go there. Only our soul has to go. So we should be able to do that practice so that we are able to take our soul, we are able to free our soul from this body. Okay, go high. Okay, go high, go to Almighty. And who will help us to go there? Our Master who tells us the path, who gives us that is known as Nam Dan. Nam Dan. Nam Dan means the word by which we all were sent from there to here. We are being connected to that. Our soul is connected to that. And when we are connected to that, we are able to travel on that. We traveled from there to here on this word, on this voice. Now we are connected to that. Now we will again travel by the help of this voice of God, voice of Almighty, word of Almighty, power of Almighty, and we will go back. That is how we all can be liberated, we can be freed from here. This is the small thing, this is known as Satsang. Any lecture or anything where this is told that how we can liberate our soul from this body and go back to Almighty, being alive, not after the death. If somebody says, okay, after death you will go to heaven, never believe that. They are all false people, wrong people. So, we are able to do that. We can do that. Now, at present, this is the thing. Now, what we have to do? We all require to do this thing. We go to that master who can liberate our soul. All cannot do that. Like the teachers are there. Somebody is 5th class teacher, somebody is the secondary 10th class, somebody is 12th class, somebody is the 14th, somebody is the MA. It's a teacher. So all, they don't have the same qualification. Same way, there are gurus, there are masters, they are different. They have all the powers, but they are not able to take our soul back to Almighty. And that power has got only the saints, and they are sent by Almighty only. There is no difference between the saint and the Almighty. They are one and the same. There is Almighty, and when the power of Almighty is given to saint as a man, because we are all men, so we can understand the language of man only, so he gives that power into that gentleman or saint, and he gives that power to us from his mouth. From his mouth that power comes to us. He tells us how to do that. And that power is vested in him only. Nobody other can do. When say, okay, we will get the Namdan, we will get the initiation, that can be got by him only. When he tells from his mouth, then it is effective, otherwise not. Now this Jai Gurudev, what is Jai Gurudev? Jai Gurudev is the name of Almighty for this age, for this time. This is only spoken name. We are able to speak with our mouth. There is other name which were power I was telling you, the voice that was telling you that we cannot speak with our mouth. That can't be written. Okay? And that can't be read. Nothing. That can be only listened. That can be only seen. And that can't be seen by these two eyes. That will be seen by the third eye, that is here with the soul. And that will be seen with that will be heard with the ear that our soul has got. In our forehead, this soul is there. Okay, that will hear that, and that will say that, and by that we will go back. Now this is the one. Now what is our duty? Now what is our duty? Understand, all of you. First thing is we must go to that saint, get this path. That is Namdan. For everybody. It is for everybody. There no question of any caste, no question of any religion or any country. All the countries, people can go and get that. So that is our first duty is that we should go and get it. All of you who are listening this one, whenever you get the chance, you go there, you get it, and you do all the worship, whatever you are doing here. You do it. Only thing, some restrictions are there, some rules we have to follow, that we have to be vegetarian, we have to de-addict. Okay, vegetarian means, okay, don't take meat, eggs, fish, etc., and liquor or opium or so these things, so that you lose your intellect at all. You don't understand what is what. You don't know who is mother, who is father, who is sister, and who is our daughter, who is our son. Don't know anything after drinking. So that we should not do. So that is our duty now to get it. Whenever you get the chance, whenever you go to India, here you won't get. In Australia, there is nobody. In other countries also there is none. You have to go personally to that saint, be in front of him as I am talking to you. This my children are here, they are sitting in front of me, like we will be there in front of him. From his mouth, he will tell us the name, that secret, and we will speak out, and that power will be given to us. That is the procedure. We all have to go and take it. If we say that, okay, we are sitting here and we can get that, no, that is not possible. Only thing, what is possible now? That is being given to you. That is being told to you. What is being told? Jai Gurudev. You can speak. What Jai Gurudev will benefit you? This will benefit you in every problem. Any problem of this world. May it be disease, may it be quarrel, may it be massacre, may it be calamity, may it be any earthquake, it will save you. But from your mouth, Jai Gurudev should come out. Jai Gurudev. Remember, Jai Gurudev. This is the spoken name, and this name is connected to that power of Almighty. That is why when we speak, then Almighty from there, that everything, the power is given and that man is saved. How? Suppose a bus is coming or a truck is coming with a speed on the road, and you don't care for anything, you are just going off your own, you are crossing the road, and suddenly now that truck is coming and you go in front of that, you will be killed there. Okay. It will be just, you will be crushed there. But at that time, if from your mouth this comes Jai Gurudev, if you are able to speak, this thing comes out, you will be saved. Let it be by any means. People who are saved like this, lakhs and crores of people, they have experienced, they spoke out Jai Gurudev, and they are saved. Now this, about 2 months back, one gentleman from the south, he happened to go to Satsang of this Baba Umakant Ji Maharaj. About this is the instance 2 months, 3 months back. Now gentleman, he is from southern countries, southern states. So he saw that satsang, he listened also, whatever he could listen, okay. So after 2 months he died. Now after dying, when his soul was taken out away, then he says that this satsang, this Guruji, he was doing a satsang and same thing he was there, and he saw that, okay, I went there, he is the same Guruji, and he said, oh my Guru, I went there, Jai Gurudev satsang, I went there, Jai Gurudev satsang, and those Yamas, those representatives of Yamaraj, they are known as Yamaduts. Yamaduts. When the man dies, then their soul is taken out, and they are those Yamaduts, they control that. When they heard, okay, this gentleman, he went to Jai Gurudev satsang, they all left. They left him and had gone back. Then Guruji, he told him, okay, you come this side, you come to me. Don't worry, come. And he has gone to there. He gone there and he is saved. So like this, the people are saved. So now, Jai Gurudev, you remember, and you can chant Jai Gurudev every day. How we will chant, I will Just repeat it 2-3 times and you can repeat with us. Bolo Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. This way you can chant this name. Guruji, Baba Umakant ji, he told you, if you have any problem of the world, if you chant this name for 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, any problem, it will be slowly and steadily, it will be solved. After some time you will experience that I am getting the relief. This is for anything. You test it. You test it when you are in emergency. Whatever God you worship, you first call Him, request Him, please help me. After requesting also you are not helped, then you speak out Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev 10 times, 20 times, and you will see that some man wearing white cloths will appear and he will save you. Then you will come to know, you may recognize also this man is there, this Babaji was there, or something like that. Sure. This way you can test Jai Gurudev. What is Jai Gurudev? Because this is the name of Almighty. This is not a man's name. So, what you all is to do, you do your all the duties of the world, you do your duties to your family, you do your duties towards your parents, you do your duty towards your government. Follow the rules of the government. Wherever you are living, in which country, in whatever country you are living, you follow those rules and follow the rules of the humanity. That is everything. When there was no religion, there was only one religion, that was humanity. That is only known as Sanatan. Sanatan Dharam. Sanatan religion, that is the Sanatan religion. So, just now take the help and whatever is told, think whether it is correct or not. If it is correct, then you can follow it. When I go back to India, then also I will try to give you the Satsang in English, because I experienced that most of the people here, they know English. There may be Satsang in Hindi also, I will try to give you, but you make use of the time, whatever time will be given to you. So, okay, thank you very much for joining, and in the future also you join to the Satsang, because these things are very rare. Nobody can tell you anything. These things, nobody can tell you. Bolo Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. Jai Yes.